Are you serious? Are you serious? This is insane. But guys, uh, Vladimir Putin to be arrested. Are you, now wait a minute, Okay, I know what you're thinking. Hang on. Unbelievable information. And is this the beginning? Okay, I know what you're thinking. No, you don't know what I'm thinking. Hang on. Information. I know, but let me tell the story, Paul Begley. Let me tell it, okay? But you know, President Trump's got sentencing coming up in September. This could be a September to remember, guys. Seriously. Let me tell you all about it. First, quick shout out right now for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them at 877-646-5347. Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy? With so much uncertainty in the air, it's natural to fret about the security of your retirement savings. But there is one asset that has stood the test of time: gold. Gold, a biblical currency. For centuries, gold has been the hedge against the market volatility and economic instability. And with a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investment, you can harness the power of the precious metals to help protect your financial future. By rolling over your existing IRA or your 401k into a self-directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for a long-term growth and stability. Diversify your portfolio, guys, with a tangible asset that has real value. Setting up your gold IRA is so easy to do. Just go to PastorPaulGold.com. That's PastorPaulGold.com. Or call them at 877-646-5347. Let the experts guide you through the process, guys. And you could qualify pretty easily for 10 of these coins. This is the Donald J. Trump 1 ounce pure silver coin. You could get this for free, these 10 of these for free, or this 10 ounces of silver, the silver bar, 10 ounces of the American flag. Or if you just want to call them up right now and just say, look, Paul Begley sent me here. I want to buy these Trump coins. I want to buy a bunch of them, or I want to buy the 10 ounce silver bars. Guys, you can do it. Just go right now to PastorPaulGold.com, PastorPaulGold.com, and or call them on the phone and tell them Pastor Begley sent you. You'll be glad you did. All right. Now, what's going on with boot scooting, nuke and shooting Putin? What? Well, Mongolia, you heard me now. Mongolia was supposed to arrest Putin according to international law. And we're talking about October Surprise, our webinar coming up, which is September 27th. And you can get a ticket at my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Mongolia, the guy over my shoulder here, right here, this guy. And don't ask me to pronounce his name. When a guy has 15 letters in his first name and 17 in his last name, no, I won't try. He's just the Mongolian president. He was supposed to arrest this guy, boot, scooting, shooting, nuking Putin from Russia. But here, listen, there's nothing remarkable about the Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to Mongolia. And it took place today. But he's due to meet, and he did, with the Mongolian leader. And they held talks on developing bilateral ties and attend a gala reception tonight. Putin's still there. But what is really crazy is Mongolia, as a member of the International Criminal Court, was supposed to arrest President Vladimir Putin as soon as he landed on Mongolian soil last night. He should have done it last night. Mongolia's defiance of its obligations to the ICC, the International Criminal Court, are likely to have legal consequences for the president now of Mongolia, because under International Criminal Court law, they have to do it. If they don't, then the international status quo begins to fall apart. Matter of fact, Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to Mongolia today, he's meeting with the leader. They're developing bilateral ties after attending and tonight attending a gala reception. And what's unusual is that Mongolia, the member of the International Criminal Court, was supposed to arrest President Putin as soon as his plane landed. Now, Putin is subject of an international arrest warrant issued by the ICC back in March of 2023. The court alleged that he is responsible for war crimes with a particular focus on, here it is, unlawful deportation of children from Ukraine into Russia. Now, we reported on this when this first happened, when we got information that Russian troops were actually taking thousands of Ukrainian children on into Russia to where they would be adopted by Russian parents. This was a move that the Kremlin ordered to be done and was being done. For this, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for war crimes against Vladimir Putin. But at the time, the Kremlin described the International Criminal Court sanctions as outrageous and unacceptable and said they had no effect on Russia, which is not a member of the ICC. Mongolia has now found itself in hot water as Putin's visit to their country, his first visit to an ICC country member state since the arrest warrant was issued. He had not traveled to any nation that was underneath the International Criminal Court laws. This is the first time he ventured out into one of those countries, and according to the court's warrants, if he steps foot on any of the countries that are in the international court, they are to arrest him. Now, the court has no way to enforce this rule. Mongolia defied it. They could have done it, but they welcomed Vladimir Putin with a guard honor. Look, here. Okay, they rolled out literally the red carpet. No pun intended here, but they rolled out the red carpet, and it was a dignified guard of honor that met the president in the capital there of Mongolia. Mongolia's risky move has caused consternation at the International Criminal Court, which is based in the Netherlands at The Hague, and in Ukraine also, which was invaded by Russia in February of 2022. Now, a spokesperson for the ICC, Fatah El Abdallah, told the BBC that Mongolia had an obligation to comply with the arrest warrant, and in case of a non-cooperation, and the ICC judges may be finding to that effect and inform the Assembly of States parties of it. It is then for the Assembly to take any measure it deems appropriate. He did not specify what measures could be taken. However, they clarified that the ICC does allow for some exemptions for the rules, such as when a country could be forced to breach the treaty obligation with another state and where it would then violate diplomatic immunity. So what we got here is this. Mongolia, obviously, if you're Mongolia, you're not going to arrest Putin. I mean, that would be suicide for them, right? I mean, you're not going to do this. Mongolia is, think about where they are in geographical position. They're right there, right up there next to Tibet and China, and not far from Russia. I mean, there they are boxed in with the two mega superpowers on either side. There is no possible way that this guy right here was going to arrest this guy. I mean, it's just not going to happen. But according to the International Criminal Court's Code of Ethics, these arrest warrants are to be carried out if someone who is to be arrested shows up on their soil. So this is very interesting. Look, I don't blame this. There's no way that Mongolia was going to arrest Vladimir Putin. And that kind of shows you that there's no teeth in the International Criminal Court. There's really no teeth because you can't enforce something if you don't have any power to enforce with. And certainly enforcing a superpower would be insanity. It'd be suicide. It'd be crazy. You don't want to go there. So I can understand completely why Mongolia said, no, I don't think so. I'd rather sit back and just read a book. Sounds like a Ernest Hemingway novel. But there's a lot more going on. I'm going to tell you more about it right after this song in other parts around the world. I see geese flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. BP. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. Feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth for the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And a shotgun blast echoed across the page, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. Yeah, it's just a beautiful song. Mike Ward wrote that, a friend of Israel Hall's. And wow. Guys, seriously, the situation on the sun. What? We had joy, we had fun, then they had an explosion on the sun. I'm serious. An incredible explosion on the backside of the sun. We don't know how big this is going to be. As a matter of fact, see if I got a picture here. There. Okay, wait a minute. All right, this is not very good, but I'm going to show you anyway. As you can see, okay, it's behind the sun, and there it just starts. This thing explodes unbelievably. Now, we don't know what listen to what it did. I mean, this isn't Earth-facing, and thank God it's not, guys. It could have fried the power grids somewhere around the world. But here's what's going on. Sunspot AR 3813 is turning toward the Earth and crackling with M-class solar flares like crazy. This potent sunspot was already hurling multiple CMEs toward Venus. Earth will soon be in the line of fire as this active region turns toward our planet this week. Now, there was a major far side of the sun explosion earlier today. Something exploded on the far side of the sun. It was a big one, and Soho was able to capture it, even though it was behind the sun, because of the explosive nature of these CMEs and plasma burst that exited from the sun. Although the blast site was hidden and the CME is not coming toward us, the explosion nevertheless touched our planet. Get this. Earth orbiting satellites detected a surge in energetic particles striking our atmosphere. The particles were scooped up and accelerated throughout the solar system by shock waves in the expanding CME. A shortwave radio blackout is already underway inside the Arctic Circle as a result of this ionizing effect. The true target of the explosion, Europe's solar orbiter, is on the opposite side of the sun and squarely in the crosshairs of this CME. According to a NASA model, predict that the CME will wash over that spacecraft tomorrow on September 4th around 1200 UT. Now, the sensors have already detected 100-fold increase in energetic particles, a value that could increase even more as the CME approaches that little spacecraft. What? So, guys, I mean, we're feeling it already. Our satellites that are 22,000 feet, 22,000 miles above the surface of the sun, that there's thousands of them that are orbiting Earth. Even though this solar flare, this unbelievably powerful solar flare, was on the exact opposite side of the sun and exploded out like that, there was still, from the sound waves, the particles that made it and interfered with our satellites to the point that even knocked out some of the shortwave radio. Okay? Or maybe it was ham radio. I can't remember. I believe it was shortwave. Okay. Yeah, shortwave. Now that means this thing, if this would have been facing us, this would have been some kind of X-class something, and we'd be looking at a major energy surge, potentially knocking out satellites, communications, cell phone communications, television, satellite communications, power grids. This thing is gigantic. So we are literally watching all around the globe these issues happening, and it does affect us. And what's causing it? Let's go there. As we've just recently had a webinar called Pole Shift. We heard experts like Mike Around the World and BP Earthwatch and Gil Brazard and some of the others in that webinar talk about the unbelievable realization that our Earth is tipping, it's tilting off its on its axis. It's tipping. Okay, a pole shift is in process, but actually could even be so dangerous and so magnanimous and so humongous that we wouldn't know what to do. And why is this happening? Planet X, Nibiru, planet number 9, some binary system, Jupiter, whatever. A lot of people have a lot of different theories, but whatever this thing is, whatever on the outskirts of our solar system, it is affecting everything. The gravitational pull on every planet we have, even the comets and asteroids, everything's affected by it. And the sun is literally, and that's why the biggest explosions always seem to be on the back side of the sun. But we're getting big ones on our side of the sun. So this is an incredible situation. We're watching. The Bible said there will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea, the waves will be roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth. For the power of heaven will be shaken, guys. It'll be shaken. So if you have never got your ticket for Pole Shift, you can go to my website right now and you can order it right now and watch it right now on the spot. Okay? You don't even have to wait for me to send you a link. Now we've upgraded our website. You don't even have to wait for me to send you a link. You just go you go right now and get your ticket, and then it works for you the entire webinar. Okay? You can do that right now. You can do it for the last one we just did, Aliens Among Us. Okay, so it's a great way to get an opportunity to watch some of these great speakers break it down for you. Okay, let them break it down for you. Stan Deo and all these guys. All right. Now, the next webinar coming up, of course, is October Surprise. But we're having it on September 27th. Why? Because I don't want October to come and you be surprised. You're going to hear from Dave Hodges and Doug Hagman and David Nino Rodriguez, the heavyweight boxer, and Pastor Greg Locke, and Rabbi Kurt Schneider, and Mike from around the world. I mean, all of these guys, you're going to hear information, Clyde Lewis, all these guys, on potentially what could be an October surprise as we enter into the most important November in history. So, guys, I don't want you to miss this webinar. You can go get your ticket right now. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. You want to get logged in any way. You want to go there, log in, order your ticket, or you can just start going through and say, I'd like to put this in my. First of all, you go and you log in, real easy. You just follow real easy, and then you set up a cart if you want to, a little cart, and you can put some things that you'd like to get in the cart. You don't have to get them right now if you don't want to, but you can just go ahead and put them in the cart. Or you can just go and get what you want. But we've upgraded that website to make it so much easier now. So much easier. Whatever happened to Richie from Boston? Richie from Boston. I met him once at a conference. I'm trying to remember where. I think it was Knoxville, Tennessee. I was speaking in a conference there. I believe it was Knoxville, Tennessee. And Richie from Boston showed up. And what a character. What a character. And Anthony Patch was at that seminar or that webinar. It wasn't a webinar, excuse me, at that seminar. Yeah. It was a live event. Yeah, and I met for the first time Anthony Patch, and I met these guys. Man, it was crazy. It was a crazy webinar. I mean, seminar. It was a conference. What am I doing? It was a conference. I forgot all about Richie from Boston. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. I hope he's okay out there. Anyway, guys, is the pole shift happening? Is the pole shift happening? Is that why we have this outrageous situation going on right now? And maybe the pole shift is what's affecting guys like this from Mongolia. He's not going to arrest Putin, guys. I don't blame him. If I'm the president of Mongolia, I'm not going to do it either. I don't care what the International Criminal Court says. That would be like insanity. There would be no more Mongolia. Okay, so no. Pray for everybody, the world. You notice here, all these globalists, they're all trying to like arrest people, like they arrest the CEO of Telegram. And Brazil is telling Elon Musk that X cannot be, they've shut it off from all of Brazil. 40 million people were on it. I mean, these governments now, these globalists are trying to control everything. The puppet masters are at play now. And maybe that's going to be a little bit of your October surprise. I've got some information I'm going to surprise you with, not till the webinar. So guys, don't, whatever you do, don't miss this webinar, okay? Don't miss it, all right? And, and the bundle, I'm going to get in trouble with Heidi if I don't bring it up. Yeah. The bundle. okay? The Beast Bundle, okay? It's only $75. Your love gift for $75. I'm going to send you all 14 DVDs. You're going to get the Revelation 9:11. This is before the book was written. That's the DVD before the book. Beast Kingdom Rising. There's 2 powerful DVD presentations I do in here, Beast Kingdom Rising and Beast Kingdom Prophecy. You definitely want that. And, of course, Aliens, Angels, and Demons, this entire webinar with 11 DVDs with all these great speakers. I want to send all this to you. We're calling it the Beast Bundle. You can go order it right now at my website, or your love gift of $75 or more, we will send it to you, okay? So I want to make sure I get that in there, because Heidi she's keeping it right here on the edge of my desk, and she said, make sure you bring that up. Don't you forget that. Okay, so I did what I'm supposed to do. Guys, seriously, this is a crazy time. We're in a crazy time. I mean, the gloves are coming off. The emperor is naked. The masks are coming off. Demons are crawling out of the demonic pits. The critters and the creatures and the reptilians and the Nephilim and everybody. All these guys are the shape shifting. All of the creatures are crawling out of everywhere. We're in this last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. That means repent of your sins, be born again, make things right with God, okay, is what I'm trying to say. Make things right with God. Know that you're a believer in Jesus Christ, and you're willing to walk through whatever this world, whatever's laying ahead of us, guys, whatever we got to face, let's face it with Jesus Christ on our side. You gotta have that, all right? I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Are you serious? Are you serious? Boot scooting, nuking, shooting, booting. I don't think they should arrest this guy. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it, Mongolia. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let the big boys tell you what to do, Mongolia. Don't do it. Don't do it. That'd be crazy. Are you serious? Don't do it. No, you don't want to face the wrath of the Kremlin.